Welcome back to Cray Outdoors. Today's video comes from a spot that I've actually worked to keep off of YouTube so far. It's a spot that you were never really supposed to go down there, but especially with it being under construction at the moment, you're definitely not supposed to go down there. But I recently discovered that there's walleye down there, so of course I went down there to try and catch the walleye. I figure filming at night, you can't really see where I'm at anyway, and I went down there and wouldn't you know, I hooked a big giant walleye pretty much right off the bat. Got on a nice walleye. Nice walleye. I was not expecting that. I assume that's a big walleye. No, don't break me off, don't break me off, don't break me off. Oh yeah, it's a walleye, all right. It's a nice Walter. Should have been filming. All right, I got him. I got him. Wow, that's a nice walleye. Of course, I'm not the only one fishing down here today either. Here I was thinking I was smart, sneaking into the construction zone, and there's other people down here too. That is my nicest walleye of the year for sure. Let's get him up there and get a measurement on him. Call him 25 and a half. 25 and a half inch Walter. Alrighty. 25 and a half inch walleye. If he swims off. If he doesn't swim off, I guess I'm taking him home. Fishing up here above the bridge is kinda difficult. Look at the fat on that thing. Yikes. If he's gonna struggle, I'm gonna keep him. Thought I was gonna be super secret and come down here, be the only one down here, jig these bridges, and catch a bunch of big walleye. We did catch the one, but that seems to be the only walleye that was under this bridge. And that bridge down there, I don't know if you can see, there's like a ton of people down here. All those lights you see down there are Amish. Every single one of them. I counted 8. Was not expecting to find that down here. So as I mentioned in that video, there were other people down there, and when I first got down there and started jigging on that first bridge, I could see that there was a bunch of people on the next bridge down, which is usually the better spot to fish. And I thought that was interesting that there was people down there. I know the spot's kind of secret, but it's not that secret. So anyway, eventually I hiked down there because there's a bunch more spots after that one. And I discovered that it was the Amish that were down there, and about a dozen or so of them. And it turns out that they had the entire creek line from that bridge all the way down to where the creek meets the lake. So basically that one walleye was it for my fishing adventure. I was thinking that, I was going to sneak down there, go into this place you're not supposed to go, and be the only one down there and get myself a nice walleye limit. Well, that ended up not happening. So I could see and hear them catching fish. I don't know how many they caught. I don't know if they're just going to take their walleye limit and then leave. Maybe they're going to keep more than their walleye limit. I don't really know or have any way to say one way or the other. I don't know exactly what I was supposed to do in that situation. Am I supposed to call the conservation officer and tell them, oh yeah, there's Amish people fishing down here where they probably aren't supposed to, but I don't have permission to be down there either, so, arrest me too. It's just one of those awkward situations, one of the reasons why I keep this spot a secret from YouTube. And yeah, the one good thing I will say, I kept that one fish, obviously. I kept him out of the water just a little bit too long, and he was having a difficult time swimming off. I told myself, you know what, if he swims off, I'll let him live, but if he's struggling, you know, I'll keep it. I figure that one big walleye is equal to about a limit of 4 Seneca walleyes. So I figured it equals out, but being that there was an entire group of Amish people down there, I don't think he was going to make it out of that creek mouth anyway. So this particular group of Amish people must have been a group that is allowed to use electricity in some limited capacity, because they did all have lights. They must have also gotten a ride from somebody, because I have no idea where they were parked. So depending on which group of Amish you're with depends on how conservative you are. Some of them it's horse and buggy only. Others are allowed to accept rides from the English, and others are allowed to use limited forms of electricity, all the way up to like people that are basically just very conservative Christian Mennonites. So it all just depends on which group they're with. But I'm just making sure I point that out, because I know people are going to be like, oh, they had lights. They weren't actually Amish. It really just depends on which group you're with. Anyway, the fish ended up actually being bigger than I expected. So here's some clips of it back home. All right, well, this fish is now bled out. But let's see how much he weighs. This is after being bled out, so you can probably add a 1/4 pound or something like that. There we go. See how much he weighs. Ooh, yeah. Before I bled him out, oh yeah, he's all day. He's 6 pounds before I bled him out. Awesome. The 6-pounder post-spawn 6-pound walleye. Before he spawned out, he'd have been much bigger than that. He probably would have been close to 10 pounds. This fish is also a little bit bigger than I thought. It's hard to get a good measurement on him when he's squirming around in the net. It's actually 27 inches. I think I called him 25 and a half on the bank over there. So this is a much bigger fish than I thought it was, but just as well that I kept it, because better me than the Amish, right? So my night didn't go exactly the way I expected it to, but I still caught my biggest walleye of the year and had a good time. So all right, just to show you, it is 12:45 in the morning. I just got off of work, so I'm hiking from my apartment down here. Perks of hiking from home. We're going to attempt another night of walleye fishing. Well, we made it back here. It is 12:50 at night. Of course, my phone's in military time, but I don't see or hear anybody else down here, which is a great thing. So I'm going to try jigging this bridge again. This is where I caught the big walleye last night. And then we'll head down the creek a little bit more and fish where all those Amish guys and gals, there was one girl with them, were fishing yesterday. Finally got on the walleye. Oh, that's over here. I didn't realize you did. Alrighty. Whew. It was not easy getting this guy to bite, but we finally got him. Whoa, I'm just gonna unhook him right here in the net and let him go. I've got enough walleye in the refrigerator at the moment. Heck yeah. It's a good eater size too. We'll let him go though. See you, buddy. Whew. Alrighty folks, well, it's a little past 2 in the morning. I'm officially wound down after work, getting tired, which is a good thing. I should get right to sleep tonight. We caught our one walleye, so we're not skunked. I was more excited to come down here and fish this bridge today, but unfortunately I didn't catch anything here. I think it's pretty well fished out. The problem with the Amish is when they discover there's walleye somewhere, or any fish that's edible for that matter, they will fish it relentlessly until all the fish are gone. They are just very relentless, I guess is the proper word. But you know, we caught a couple of walleye here before they fished it out completely, so I can't complain. I guess the one good thing about the Seneca's no longer selling licenses is it has forced me to try other places and learn to catch walleye elsewhere, and this is quite literally in my backyard. So it's cool that I'm catching walleye here. I am moving, so this won't be my backyard any longer, but I'm glad we caught a couple before the Amish fished it out completely. And yeah, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We'll catch you in the next fishing adventure.